I'd like to welcome everyone back from the break. Please take your seats. Also, welcome to those who've joined us by phone, virtually. I think all of you will agree that we had a late start, but what a great start. David Navarro is fantastic and sets us off in a great direction. So it's my pleasure now to introduce you to Kate Dodson, who will be leading our next session. Briefly, Kate is the Vice President for Global Health Strategy at the United Nations Foundation. In this role, she works to ensure that the UN Foundation is delivering on its commitments to address health-related Millennium Development Goals and now the SDGs, and build synergies with UN agencies and other key multilateral agencies. So over to you, Kate.
Thank you, Renuka, and thank you all for being with us and being patient with our guinea pig panel, trying to fit up here for the first time on our little teeny table. David, I think, is a tough act to follow, as he always is, but especially this morning. Some really inspiring comments and a real call to action for us to heed the SDG manifesto, do our own part as individuals and within the organizations that we work in to see this framework and these goals as our own, as our primary responsibility to deliver the future that we want. And that is, I think, the real mission of the UN Foundation. And so we're pleased to be here. I'm thrilled to be able to moderate this first discussion amongst our panelists around this theme of public-private partnerships for the health SDGs. We're going to start, I think, fittingly in this dialogue with a conversation around business strategies to adopt the SDGs. How within a company or within a stakeholder organization can we look at ways that the SDGs can prompt us to do work differently? How do we look at our own operations? How do we look at our workforce? How do we look at the way we use our products, our brands, our services to deliver on these SDGs? And is this a chance for us to stimulate new ways of working, as David implored us to do? So we've got the right group of stakeholders to help us walk through this session with some ideas, some themes, and you'll hear, I think, some very different perspectives, hopefully very complementary, but of models that are a different stage of maturity, experiences that are in different stages of maturity and different stages of scale. And addressing SDGs for health in a broader remit than just thinking about Goal 3, which I think was another key theme that we should take away from David's opening talk. So I'm first going to call on each of the panelists to deliver about 15 minutes of comments. I think most will do it from the podium with some slides, and then we'll open it up for conversation. I'll use that word instead of question and answer because I do want both the panelists to interact with each other and then for interaction and feedback from the floor and also hopefully from those that are participating online. So without further ado, first is Kate Maloney from KPMG, who's going to talk about some new frameworks for different sectors to address the SDGs. So Kate, over to you.